Okay, for this recipe we're going to do a simple light main course. Our pan is heating up, ignore the smoke, it has to be hot, there's a reason. What we're doing then is we're going to tell you what's in it. We've got iASC Irish Shellfish Butter, we've got a finely shredded vegetables. I'm using peppers, onions, sweet potato, a little bit of kaffir, lime or curry leaves, and I'm using lemongrass. This coating on the Basa fish, or it's a white clean fillet of fish, is Cajun coating, and the Cajun coating, you can buy that particular coating powder in the supermarkets, cajun-spiced. What you do is just slightly dampen the fish, rub both sides of the fish with the coating and let it sit for a moment and absorbs the flavours. The most important thing about this particular recipe is the pan does not have oil in it and does not have butter in it at this particular stage. The Cajun coating has to blacken or burn on the outside to intensify the natural flavours of the spice. So to start with, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure our pan is hot and we're going to cook our fish. Now, I've preheated the pan already, so I'm just going to turn up the heat. And again, like I said, no oil. The oil for here is a little bit later for dressing. And we're going to get the pan nice and hot. Now, this spice is a fiery spice. Lots and lots of intense flavours. The natural moistness in the fish and a little bit of water when you're moistening before you're cooking it, you're coated. It allows the pepper spices to permeate into the flesh. So you lift it up nice and simple and put it into the pan, moving it away from you. And let it sit. Don't be tempted to play with this particular fish. Once you put it in, let it sit. No oil. It's going to cook. Gosh almighty, the pepper, the spice, the flavourings are really, really permeating into the atmosphere. It's gorgeous, fiery, hot smell. This is not for the faint-hearted. It's a good, strong dish. Ideal as a kind of a midday meal. So what we're doing is we're letting that heat sear the outside of that fish. Absolutely gorgeous. If you could smell this, it'd be amazing. So once you know that you can see the edges of the fish start to colour, the edges of the fish start to turn white and opaque. You see the moisture of the fish start to bubble around the edges. That shows the power of the heat coming through. We're going to lift it over. So just flip that over. The fish is starting to cook the other side now. See how the pepper spice is starting to blacken. Wow, pepper seeds are gorgeous. Can't wait for this. The white of the fish means it's almost there. Just touch it, you'll know that when it starts to bounce back at you just a little bit, it's almost good. Now, we're going to take that off the heat and we're going to leave it on a plate to rest. And what's going to happen then is that the fish will continue to cook. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to lift the fish out and I'm going to leave it just on the side when I'm waiting for the rest part of the dish. So I'll leave that there for a second. I'm going to take the heat out of the pan by quenching it with oil. Wow. The pepper really, really is strong. So what we're going to do there is we're going to keep the heat in the pan a little bit. We're going to start softening down our vegetables. The vegetables are going to lift off all those nice natural flavours of the Cajun spice. We're going to saute down those like a warm salad. Our fish is continuing to cook there, just resting it. You don't have to use all these types of vegetables. If you want to use a little bit of spinach, some beans, it's absolutely gorgeous. So that works away. What we're going to do then is just incorporate a small little bit of oil just to dress it. The vegetables are softening and taking up all those lovely carbonated flavours of the blackened fish. Now, it's at this stage we're going to start layering in some of the flavour of the iASC Irish Shellfish Butter. We're going to take a half of 15-gram portion we're going to put into the pan. And we're going to cook the vegetables in that. We're going to get our plate ready we're going to use a slate for this. Wow. We're going to take the second half of what you left over and just put it on top. We're going to get our plate ready for garnish and presentation. This is just nice natural slate. Get that ready. We're going to take our sautéed vegetables and we're going to place them on the slate. You see we've got a little bit of butter in there. We're going to let that foam down. We're taking our cooked piece of fish, we're layering over the top. Wow, isn't that gorgeous? And we're going to take our foamed Irish Shellfish Butter, left in the pan with all those lovely flavours, and we're just going to pour it on the top. So there you go. Cajun Blackened Whitefish with a sautéed, almost a hot salad of crisp vegetables with iASC Irish Shellfish Butter. Enjoy.